Hey everybody, and welcome to The Truth About Cancer. I'm here with Arlene. Arlene, you're from where?
From Marco Island, Florida.
From Marco Island.
Florida.
Marco Island, Florida. Is it actually an island?
It is an island, by the Gulf of Mexico, yes.
Okay. If you want, speak a little louder, but tell everybody what's been going on with you. Tell them a little bit about your history.
Yeah.
Okay? Might want to get a little closer. Okay?
Sure. 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer in my right ovary. And I did conventional treatment because my doctor convinced me, and at that time I didn't know better. And after that conventional treatment, my cancer came back way worse. Stage 4 in the liver.
So they did conventional treatment on you how long ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. And what did they do?
They did a chemotherapy. It's called BB.
Chemotherapy.
That's
Yeah.
a regimen for testicular cancer that is supposed to be curable.
Ovarian cancer.
Yes, it's
Okay.
a type of ovarian.
That's right.
Yes,
And then what else did they do?
that's it. Then 5 months after that, the cancer came back way worse.
Yeah.
And then they told me, well, there's nothing to do. There's not a second front line for that type of cancer. So basically, I was there worse with no options. And that's when I changed everything in my life. I changed my lifestyle.
They did surgery too, right?
Yes, they did a hysterectomy.
They did it. Yeah, okay, hysterectomy.
Total hysterectomy. They took out everything. And they didn't tell me I was going to get in menopause right away. And I did. I
Well,
felt it right
no
away.
ovaries, you're going to have menopause
Exactly.
because your hormone, that was hormone central. And they took her hormones, boom. You know what? And don't get me wrong, but it's just like, they'll do that to a female dog because it calms them down, right?
Yes,
So how did your personality change? How did your energy change?
completely. But they don't tell you all that. I felt the hot flashes right away. The next day after surgery, my skin so dry. The mood changes. I have no hormones, nothing. And everything changed. Your sexual life, everything. But they don't tell you anything of that. And I was 42 at that time. So I was pretty young to be in menopause. And it changed your life. And on top of the cancer diagnosis. So they make the problem way worse.
So we met like about 3 hours ago,
Yes.
right? Because your husband came and talked to me, right?
Yes.
And so I know that she had the surgery. We've got other things to do, but tell them what we did, right?
I did a lot of research, and I couldn't believe Dr. Wolfe is amazing. He told me about these calcifications that I have in certain places.
Calcification, scar tissue down in her pelvis, not just from the surgery, but when you get surgery, that's the worst scar tissue you can ever have. Whether it's in your shoulder but it's worse when it's going to be in your breast area, any hormonal area, or in your pelvis, it's even going to be worse. But even though they did the surgery and everything, you still feel like what do you feel down there? Like after the surgery, what do you feel?
I felt a sensation of emptiness but fullness at the same time. It's very difficult to describe.
Empty because the hormones are gone, fullness because of the calcification, the scar tissue formation, and the crystallization. Her pelvis is being cemented. So this means that the actual invisible, which is your energy flow, is now got a physical block, and a physical block shuts off the energy. So that means this is the root chakra down here. So now the energy flow that goes up in her spine is going to be decreased by about 40%. And you can't have that. Well, you can, but it's dangerous. It's a dangerous place to be. So what we did was, there's a big banner down there with Charlene on it, Eastern Medicine, and we went behind the banner, and maybe you can tell them what we did.
Did some work, and it was very painful. And but after you endure that pain, I felt different completely. I felt like energy going through my body. I haven't felt that in so many years. That is amazing. I felt different. I felt connected with myself. Something that I've been looking forward to feel. But until today, I was not able to find someone to explain to me or discover, show me that. So the Wolfe is what I was looking for.
So it took us only, about 10, 15 minutes?
Yes.
And what I did was, can I talk?
Yes.
Okay, so if you saw her pelvis, her pubic bone had a hump on it, didn't it? Like a big hump. And I told her that when I finish in 10 minutes, it would be smooth and flat. That's all scar tissue crystallization, calcification. Now, I didn't like break it up and it's in her blood. What happens is, as soon as you pull the fibers apart, the scar tissue instantaneously turns back into connective tissue, which is beautiful, healthy tissue. I mean, it feels free down here, right?
Yes.
Now, tomorrow, it's going to feel tender. But I told her that if she comes to the clinic within 3 days, she's going to know that she is going to completely have her life back. Because if you have cancer, you don't have one block. You have 20 to 30 blocks throughout your body. You do not treat the one area, you treat the whole body. We're going to teach her how to do pelvic enhancement. We're going to show her how to open up her whole pelvis. We're going to go in and release her heart, because when you have cancer, you have emotional heart issues and you've blocked it off. If you see here, it's flat. There's a bump right here around her heart. That's actually scar tissue and calcification. And I told her, and if she wants, I'll actually work on this. And look at, you can't see it, but it's flat here, and here there's a bump. And are you right-handed?
Yes.
Well, if you're right-handed, this should be higher and this should be lower. After I work on her for 10 minutes, this is going to be lower, this side, the left side, than her right side, because I'm going to get rid of the scar tissue, which is a fist that's around her heart, because she's been protecting her heart since she's a little girl. And we're going to get rid of that, and she's going to feel all this emotion. And if we do work on her, we'll maybe do another FaceTime. Would you like me to release your heart?
Definitely.
Okay, so understand something, everybody. Her and her husband will probably come. They'll be there for 7 days, and when they leave, her husband is going to know how to release her heart and work on every joint of her body and get rid of all her scar tissue. If you get rid of your physical blocks, and we're going to teach her how to work on her emotional blocks with Braveheart, okay? If we can work on the emotional, which is the invisible, then we will no longer create the physical blocks. And if we go in and pull the physical blocks apart and allow the energy to come in, she'll have a complete healing. So you can take all the supplementation you want, spend all the money you want, but until you recognize the invisible and then take apart the physical, you're going to be in a battle for your life.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you, doctor.
All right.